Welcome to Badasses. I'm your host, Kai Armstrong. Today on Badasses, imagine being ridiculed for your messiness, only to stumble upon a discovery that saves millions. Today, we explore how Alexander Fleming's failure to conform unlocked a new era in medicine, and how your own unique perspective might just hold the key to a world-changing breakthrough. In a dimly lit military hospital in 1917, a young doctor named Alexander Fleming watched helplessly as another soldier succumbed to infection. The antiseptics they relied on proved useless against the bacteria ravaging wounds deeper than their medicines could reach. This wasn't just another casualty of war. This was the moment that would haunt Fleming for decades to come, driving him toward a discovery that would transform medicine forever. You might think you know this story, the tale of a messy scientist who stumbled upon penicillin by accident. But what if I told you that this accident was actually the product of a mind so uniquely attuned to the unexpected that it saw possibility where others saw only disorder? Picture Fleming's laboratory at St. Mary's Hospital in London. Not the pristine, sterile environment you'd expect, but a creative chaos of his own making. Petri dishes stacked precariously, notes scribbled in margins, the air thick with the musty smell of bacterial cultures. His colleagues walked past with disapproving glances. "A brilliant mind," they whispered, "but such sloppy methods." To understand Fleming's revolutionary approach, we must first visit the rolling hills of Ayrshire, Scotland, where a young boy spent countless hours studying the minute details of nature that others overlooked. While his peers played traditional games, Fleming observed how rainwater formed patterns in mud puddles, how mold grew on fallen leaves, how nature worked in mysterious ways that defied conventional understanding. This wasn't mere childhood fancy. It was the foundation of a mind that would later recognize the extraordinary in the ordinary. When others saw contamination, he saw possibility. When they sought perfection, he embraced imperfection's hidden gifts. World War I thrust Fleming into a reality where theoretical medicine met brutal pragmatism. In field hospitals, he witnessed the limitations of current medical practices with devastating clarity. The antiseptics that worked so well in controlled environments proved nearly useless in deep wound infections. Each death was a personal failure, each lost life a reminder that medicine needed to think differently. This wasn't just professional frustration. It was a calling that would drive him to challenge the fundamental assumptions of his field. September 1928. Fleming returned from vacation to find his laboratory in its usual state of organized chaos, but something was different. On one culture plate, a curious pattern had formed around a patch of mold. Where most would see contamination requiring disposal, Fleming saw something extraordinary, a clear zone where no bacteria grew. This moment perfectly captured Fleming's genius. While others might have cursed the contamination and started over, he asked the crucial question, why? Why did the bacteria die around this particular mold? His curiosity led him to isolate the mold, later identified as Penicillium notatum, and study its remarkable antibacterial properties. But discovery is only the beginning. What followed was a period of intense frustration that would test Fleming's resolve to its limits. If you're enjoying Badasses, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Mental Fortitude Challenge. Explode your confidence by channeling strategies from Roosevelt, Bruce Lee, and more. Now back to the episode. Despite recognizing penicillin's potential, Fleming faced overwhelming challenges. The mold proved difficult to grow in quantities needed for treatment. His published findings in 1929 generated little interest from the medical community. The very people who could help develop his discovery dismissed it as impractical. You can imagine the weight of those words. The same doctors who had watched soldiers die from infection now turned their backs on a potential solution. Fleming continued his research in relative obscurity, carrying the burden of knowing he held a key to saving lives, but lacking the means to unlock its full potential. World War II changed everything. A team of Oxford scientists, led by Howard Florey and Ernst Chain, rediscovered Fleming's work. They developed methods to produce penicillin in larger quantities, transforming Fleming's beautiful mistake into medicine's miracle weapon. By 1945, when Fleming shared the Nobel Prize with Florey and Chain, penicillin was saving thousands of lives. Yet even in triumph, Fleming saw danger ahead. In his Nobel acceptance speech, he issued a prescient warning about antibiotic resistance. It was a reminder that every solution carries the seed of new challenges. What makes Fleming's story relevant to you isn't just its historical significance. It's about recognizing that your greatest contributions might come not from following established rules, but from seeing possibility where others see problems. Your messy desk might contain your next breakthrough. Your unconventional approach might be exactly what your field needs. So here's your challenge. What are you dismissing today that might hold tomorrow's solution? Fleming's legacy isn't just about penicillin. It's about the courage to question conventional wisdom, the wisdom to observe what others overlook, and the persistence to pursue possibilities others dismiss as impractical. Look around your life. What contaminated experiments are you ready to discard? What if, instead of seeing failure, you asked, why, with the same curiosity that transformed medicine forever? Your beautiful mistake might just change the world. Remember, the war didn't kill that soldier in 1917. The infection did. But because one doctor refused to accept that tragedy as inevitable, millions now live who would have died. Your refusal to accept that's just how it is might save something or someone too. The question is, are you watching closely enough to notice? On the next episode of Badasses, Fleming's accidental discovery highlights how curiosity, even amidst frustration, can birth miracles. But what happens when that curiosity extends beyond the lab into the world itself? This week we're exploring the power of curiosity, and our next story is about how a regular guy from Iowa embraced his own ignorance to become a literary sensation. Imagine transforming a seemingly mundane upbringing into a life filled with wonder and adventure. What if I told you that the key to unlocking your own potential lies not in what you know, but in what you're willing to learn? Stick around, because you won't want to miss this incredible journey of self-discovery. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course. the 7-Day Mental Fortitude Challenge. What if 7 days could make you bulletproof? Steal confidence strategies from warriors, rebels, and icons who turned panic into power. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/BA. Thanks for watching.